Hello everypony, Dale over here with Applejack, and as you can see I'm going to react to Let's Watch Ponies. Now I was very surprised that he did not have over 1,000 subscribers, but the subscription and liking is up for grabs because I don't know who he is. I just saw him in Applegeek's channel and I was just like, okay, I want to see what he's all about, so I'm going to react to this. I'll say to you guys, go and watch the episode Roll Problem before you go and watch this, because I'm going to react to him reacting to the episode, so of course there's going to be spoilers from the episode and stuff like that, but as you also can see down here, there's also spoilers for it, so yeah, without further ado, and before everything else goes wrong, here we go. And also I will apologize in advance if there's any lagging from my ice cream recorder. I don't know what to do about it, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, try to win. Here we go.
They say that when you steal from one person, it's called plagiarism, but when you steal from a bunch, it's called research.
Clever. Oh, high sound. I hope it goes over quickly. Yeah, okay. Oh, that is so bad for people like me that don't
hello
like
everyone,
high sounds.
welcome back to Let's Watch Ponies.
Oh, hello.
And the next episode of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And this time I don't actually have the title, I just have S07E10.
Yeah.
So I can't really even make a prediction what we're gonna get here.
No.
I'm back to the blind that I like, where I don't even have the title that might hint at what we're going to be dealing with. So, without knowing, all I can do now is hit play. 3, 2, 1,
let's go. Yay.
Wait.
I was like,
what?
I called it, the map is calling Starlight.
I didn't know the map could call her before.
It can call whoever it wants.
Or could call her, I should say.
Actually, it is.
I
thought it was just the main 6 that could get mapped away.
What an Equestria could be going on there? Do you want me to come with you? No, I shouldn't. The map just
and wait, did Celeste?
So maybe it's a mistake. Not because of you. Because
did Twilight say it called her to Canterlot, to the Royal Palace?
To the Royal Palace.
Does that mean that there's something going on with Celestia?
Maybe.
Or Luna?
Maybe both. I've seen the episode before, so this is funny.
Or you know, maybe the royal sisters aren't seeing eye to eye on something.
Yeah, Spike is calling it.
Luna and Celestia would never fight.
Yeah, because they've never fought before, right?
Never, ever.
I mean, there's never been any disagreements at all between Celestia and Luna.
Yes, princess.
Well, there's nothing wrong here, right, sister?
No,
none
everything's
so
perfect
ever.
as usual, sister.
Someone doesn't seem particularly happy situation.
Yeah, frowny face.
Are we getting a return of the Nightmare Moon individual? Someone seems bitter. I used to wonder what friendship could be.
Oh.
Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventures, tons of fun. Little heart, faithful and strong. An easy feat, that's what makes it all complete. I still suck at lyrics.
Oh, come on.
For some reason they just
nice.
don't work their way into my brain properly.
Finally, someone that sings
Unfortunate
along
situation.
like I do.
Okay, and it looks like we're gonna have some dealings with Princess Luna, maybe. Oh God, no.
Is that you? How are you here? I'm not. I'm still home. It's an easy spell. I'll show you later. Anyway, enough about me.
Really weird spell, though.
So, how's it going?
I don't know.
Not great. I think the problem might be between Celestia and Luna.
That's not a good news.
I mean, what
Singing a drink. Cheers, mate.
You know how some ponies say nothing's wrong, but you can tell something's definitely wrong? No.
Of course not.
What the princesses did when I said there was a friendship problem. Only they did it more, regally. Oh, I wish I could help you, but I can't. Both for map reasons
Sometimes
and because
I'm
I have
like,
no idea.
yeah.
This is big, like really big.
Don't try and get her too much pressure on her.
Yeah.
Comforting, right?
That's just one more thing that the fandom will never get to purchase. The Twilight's.
Thank you so much for
Well,
breakfast, Princess.
at least now
I can't
Twilight
believe you cooked it
actually is
yourself.
pancake.
Of course, Starlight.
Oh, maybe somebody will make the pancakes.
It's a small way to say I care.
Twilight, I don't know.
Good morning, sister. Join us.
Oh god.
Make Celestia, Luna, and Twilight pancakes. Put your name on
Someone's
it and
fucking
copyright
beaten.
it right
Damn.
now.
Really hard.
Great idea.
Perhaps, but she is like this every morning.
It's such a waste with all of that food. Could you
Oh
not
wait,
give it
is
to
this a
some
case
Tony?
where they're
I think
time
Luna might be hurting her
apart?
sister's feelings without even realizing it. Poor Celestia. That's so sweet that she makes her sister pancakes every morning. She's your mentor. I think you might be biased.
Yes.
Fair enough. So what are you gonna do?
Their time apart maybe is just
Yet,
causing a little
we have
bit
to
of
get all the
different
facts.
difficulty
Ask
in their
Luna if I can spend some
relationship.
time with her
I
this
think
evening.
like now they
Luna
got
has to work
used
all
to
night.
each other
Yeah,
and stuff
Celestia
like
has
that.
to work
You're
all
right.
day, so they never get a chance to be together and enjoy one another's company.
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck, Starlight.
Or they're getting used to being sisters again.
God.
Wow, Princess Luna, you do this every night?
This
Lavender's
is so
calming
nice.
scent is known to aid dreamers in
Ah.
achieving a restorative sleep.
I believe that.
So thoughtful.
I try my best to make sure the ponies in this castle
Looks
sleep
beautiful.
peacefully.
And so then I said, touring, more like boring.
These extra ponies. Soviet.
But as always, my sister is too busy having fun with dignitary ponies to acknowledge
It's
anything
not
I
fun
do.
to be with them. Trust me.
Okay, I think we're seeing a little bit of the
So, both
Relationship
princesses
problems?
are hurting each other
Yes.
without realizing it. And instead of talking about it, they're just getting colder and more distant. And they're Celestia and Luna, so it's not like you can just confront them. Actually, that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
What?
that's
Just
actually
because
probably the
they're
best
raw, You
idea.
have to
I
You know,
mean, you do whatever you think
get
is
a grip.
best. This is your mission.
Tell them what is
Gee,
wrong.
thanks for believing in me, Twilight.
Sometimes even people in
I
power
do,
need to be
but
faced
the
with
last
blunt
time the
truths.
princesses fought, Luna turned into
That's
Nightmare
true.
Moon, and Princess Celestia
And
had
I'm
to
having to
banish
really
her for
bite my
1,000
tongue at the
years.
rejoinder
That
on
can't
that,
happen again.
but I don't want to
Well,
get
I
into
can't do
politics right
nothing.
now.
The
Oh,
princesses weren't the
yeah.
best in communicating with each
Better
other.
not do.
Sorry, it's just you said princesses and aren't the best in the same sentence, and it's making
Yeah,
me
it
nervous.
happens. Yeah. Twilight, get over
Oh,
yourself.
am I?
No, you're
No.
not. Blunt.
Oh,
Wow.
I would
I
really
almost
love
feel bad
those
eating this.
pineapple
It's
pancakes.
adorable.
Like I said, I enjoy this part.
Oh,
Princess Luna.
so sleepy, so she eats the peel instead. Ugh.
Dang.
As you both know, the map sent me here for a reason, and I think I found out what it is.
Really? Oh, that is wonderful, Starlight. What is it?
You two.
Excuse me? Your pardon?
I think you're accidentally hurting each other's feelings without realizing it.
All right.
Princess Celestia,
I actually
Time to
think
face your
it's
truth.
clever
that
to do
Luna
this.
never notices the wonderful breakfast that you prepare for her?
Yes, it does.
Princess Luna, tell Celestia how you feel about the fact that she never
Hey, I have to
acknowledges
say,
the work you put into lining the
Starlight
hallway
Glimmer
with
is
lavender
going
every
through this the
night.
way I would recommend.
Yeah.
It's not the best feeling. I'm sorry, I never noticed that you make fruit faces on pancakes. But nights are long for me. You might be a morning pony, but I am half asleep. You think I don't get tired?
It's
I'm
like me in
exhausted.
second.
Oh, I apologize.
No,
My
just
nose
kidding.
and flowers and a wall scarf. But by the time I get
Sorry,
to retire for
second.
the night, I can barely see straight. Even so, I still make an effort to smile. Like smiling is so hard.
I'm sure that's not what Princess
Oh, boy.
Luna meant to say.
Is that what exhausts you? Smiling and being adored by every pony? And you have it so
It
much
can be
worse,
exhausting,
do you?
yeah.
You spend your evenings flitting around giving ponies lovely dreams. Oh, it sounds just awful.
Okay, I feel like we should step back, take a deep breath.
Don't presume
to know what it is like to govern the dream realm, and yet you know exactly what it's like to be me?
No.
Please.
Enough!
No one knows.
Are we gonna get a switch place here?
Yes.
Yeah, oh god, yes. This is beautiful.
Now you'll know exactly
You
what
had the
it's
same
like
reaction
to
as I did.
each other.
I also loved this.
Wow.
Because now they have to do each other's
I
jobs.
went with my gut.
Oh boy.
My apologies.
Well, he's having an amazing time.
Even if I wanted to. This spell lasts 24 hours.
I don't know what to say, but holy shit.
Yeah.
This is
bloop,
one
bloop, bloop.
epic.
What?
1,000 points.
You said it yourself.
I was expecting it for a moment to alter your spots, you know, try the others' roles for a moment. But I wasn't expecting Starlight to switch their cutie marks.
It could have been even more funny if it was more than just the cutie marks, like cold color and stuff like that.
And tonight will be a breeze. All right, Starlight Glimmer, we will do this.
Good choice. Not that you had one.
That's probably a good idea.
You switched
Of course,
their cutie
Twilight
Yep.
is freaking out.
princess's cutie marks? I
Cheers
thought
again.
We moved past this. It was the right call. I hope.
Wondering what you're drinking.
It's beautiful.
I'm good. Just reading an exciting book. He's gonna think I'm nuts.
Yeah.
He's not the only one.
God.
As you can see, Celestia and I are switching places today.
Oh, cheers again.
I assure you,
Seem
I
to
am
be
more than capable
thirsty.
of handling all of Celestia's duties. Dismissed.
This is gonna be fun.
What is first on my dear sister's to-do list?
It says you have a few public appearances. Store openings, judging the Royal Rose contest, you know, that sort of
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Oh, I knew today would be easy, but I didn't think it would be that easy.
Everything's gonna be a little bit more complicated than you imagine, isn't it?
Yes. And also it's very hard to smile a whole day.
Smiling and being, Stella Scissors, that always makes things fun.
But here I don't understand. The photographer
you're in the way.
pony should have been able to take more than one picture, but it's like, you know,
Smiling can be pretty exhausting, especially
you
when you
know,
don't feel like
photographer
smiling.
getting a picture of a famous person.
Princess Luna unhappy with student fundraiser? But I wasn't unhappy.
You are
It's like
scowling.
good gossip
I didn't
stuff
mean to. I've
for
been
the
smiling all
tabloids, so I do
just-
understand
I
why the
stopped for 1
photographer
second,
pony
and
did
that's when you
this,
took the
but
picture.
still, he could have
Guess
taken
smiling
like
all
more
day
pictures.
Isn't as easy as you thought.
That could be a problem. That could be
It says
something
here that
worth
because
thinking
of
about.
Me, the school didn't raise enough funds to go on their field trip. I didn't mean for that to happen.
It's a lot of responsibility just having to be a
According to the
spokesman
list, some
sometimes.
delegates are about
Yes,
to arrive
yes,
for
it can
election.
be.
You need
Oh,
to
cheers
dispel
again.
rumors of timberwolves in the Whitetail Woods. The nearby towns have been in a state of panic for weeks.
But I have to fix this.
You can't. You need to put on a brave face and help these ponies. It's what Celestia would do.
Hello! Great news! There are no timberwolves!
The
All
Royal
going
Canterlot
wrong
voice.
with the Canterlot
Definitely timberwolves!
voice, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't stop thinking about those poor students. Normally, I have all the time and solitude I need to work through my problems at my own pace.
Well, your sister doesn't get that luxury.
Solitude is not always the answer.
Now what?
Ready for the town hall?
This is gonna be wonderful.
Glad that's settled. That only took 3 hours. That got heated.
3 hours of
Still
just
unforgotten.
talking with these ponies that
You made
can't
it to the end of the day.
agree on stuff.
Yay.
Oh, yes, I'm just going to turn in then. Good night, Starlight. Oh, hello,
Hello, Starlight. I don't know about you, but I feel very well rested. Where's Luna?
She already turned in for the night.
Did she now? It seems my
don't be
duties were
feeling
harder
too
than my
happy about it.
sister
Yeah.
expected.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
it
her
was
job
also,
won't be
like,
particularly
she
easy in
forgot
your
about
mind as well.
nightmares and stuff like
It's
this.
even easier than raising the sun. What's next? Of course. Every pony's asleep at night. Luna works alone. Oh, but it's nothing I can't handle. All I have to do is watch over Equestria, visit the Dream Realm, and protect ponies in their nightmares. My list was 3
Nightmares,
times as
yeah.
long.
Doesn't
Yeah,
sound
but it's a lot
very
more
easy.
all-encompassing.
Every pony's asleep. You're talking to yourself, Celestia, but there's
I would
nobody
do
else to
that
talk
as
to.
well.
Yet,
Talk with
I can
myself
talk to ponies in
when
their
I'm alone
dreams.
sometimes. This is so cool.
Hearing do? Discord.
To save some ponies from their nightmares.
Pinkie
which
Pie's
aren't
dream
also
didn't look
shouldn't be too
random
hard,
and crazy
right?
enough for me.
Right. Good call, Celestia.
Maybe she
Eh.
dreams
I'm
of
talking to myself
more,
again.
you know, subtle things when she's dreaming, and in real life it's chaos.
I care.
This is so creepy. With the cakes and stuff. No, the pancakes and stuff.
Oh god.
This is big! Like, really big!
Starlight Glimmer looks like she's a little,
I'm here now.
preoccupied.
Tell me what's wrong.
Going with my gut was the wrong call. I was supposed to bring you two closer together, but I've only driven you apart. If you two can't see why you need each other, then I am back.
You called it from the start.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
Starlight's putting a lot of pressure on herself with this.
I
Yeah,
know
too
how to
much,
handle
yeah.
Nightmare Moon. Yes, but can you handle me?
Daybreaker. She's so amazing.
Okay. Sunlight Celestia?
If Luna can turn into Nightmare Moon, you can absolutely turn into me, Daybreaker. The better, prettier, and more powerful version of you. No, I'll never
That's
turn
also
into you.
what they're,
Deep
you know,
inside,
teasing
how
me with in the
you don't
Ninja
need
DC
her
group, because my name is
That's
Daylover.
not true.
My
Even when
Aussie
you
down
were-
there.
I knew I needed her.
Close to Daybreaker, but yeah, I'm a lover, not a breaker.
Do whatever you want. And all you have to do is get rid of any pony who stands in your way.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never should have
Gotta love that flamethrower.
destroyed you.
No, you can't do that. Day, night, sun, moon, Equestria needs both of you. Without balance, there's no harmony.
Here's again.
Who needs balance when you can have it all?
You can't get rid of me so easily, sister. Unless you plan on smiling me to smithereens.
I told you I was more powerful than you.
Yeah.
This is one hell of a first job for the, for your Nightmare Patrol, Celestia.
Well, Celestia's list was really long, so I guess it's only fair. And she could not know that Starlight had this nightmare, so
Now Equestria is doomed.
this is so creepy. Ugh. Still makes me, you know,
God.
cringe a little with this. Oh, cheers again. It's good that you're drinking a lot.
Now Luna's having her
I hope
nightmare.
it's water, not alcohol.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is
Ah, the
definitely
tooth falling out
anxiety,
dream. I've had those.
Anxiety dream. Yeah.
Celestia, I'm so glad you're.
I've seen a lot, but I haven't seen this before.
It's
Yeah, Starlight Glimmer is a
She's
pretty,
afraid this is what would
prolific
happen if we
nightmarer.
continue to fight.
Yeah.
Is that a word, Nightmarer?
I'm never
Who
going with my
knows?
gut again.
Or you just invented it. Yeah, I knew word for the pony dictionary. Or the ponyanary. Oh no, we can't call it that. That sounds so wrong. I'm sorry.
I can't do this. I was wrong. Your job is so incredibly hard.
Yeah.
You have to battle nightmares and work in the darkness and do it all alone. It takes such a brave, strong pony to do what you do.
And that pony is you. I walked a day in your shoes. I thought all you had to do was smile and be adored all the time, but I was wrong. There is so much more to it than that.
I really like this.
This is one hell of an episode. Damn.
2,000 points for swearing.
Don't do this to each other!
Look at this fire
In order
riff
to
Ron,
defeat
it's so
Daybreaker,
amazing.
You need only to trust in your
How do you know her name is Daybreaker?
as I do.
Maybe she has seen her before.
You can't destroy me. I'm everything you want to be. No, you're not. You are not real, and you will never exist again.
Yeah. Celeste also says they will never exist again, so maybe she will come back, or you know,
Only because you were here. I don't know
She was
how
there
you do
in-
this alone.
some point
Did you
before.
talk to yourself?
A little.
So cute.
Is this really happening?
Well, if you don't have
Or is
anyone else
this
to
still a
talk to,
dream?
yourself usually is a pretty good option.
Welcome back,
People say
sister.
that talking to
I
yourself
know
is
you had a
crazy.
long
I always
night,
felt
so
talking
I
to
made
no
you some
one was even
pancakes.
worse.
Yeah, that's true.
How nice. They're delicious. Thank you.
I know that face. They're not. I know you have to be perfect for every pony else, and you do an amazing job, but you don't have to do it for me.
Yeah, don't do
In
it
that
for your
case,
family.
Terrible.
Spike will probably eat them. He'll eat anything.
But it means a lot that you tried. I love you, sister.
I bet that Spike would not eat that cake that Rainbow just
real?
made in the new episode. Sorry for
Not
spoilers for the
real.
new
And this
episode,
just
but
happened now, and-
yeah, I
and
don't
not in
even
my
think
dream?
that Spike would eat
I'm
that.
so confused.
It's all real. It was the right call, going with your gut.
Yes.
The map was wise to send you, Starlight. No pony else would have been so bold as to do
And
what
no
you
pony
did.
else can do
And I don't
the
think
cutie
anyone else
mark.
has
Way of
quite
saying
the
I came
magic
dangerously
cutie
close
mark
to messing
magic
everything up.
level to
It
Yeah.
was just what we needed.
be able to do that.
The experience has made
Yeah.
us closer than ever.
I actually don't know, maybe can Twilight learn this, but I don't think so.
Wait, I'm not doing this.
Mission
Your
accomplished.
Means your
Stuff is
mission
complete, yeah.
complete.
Wow, I can't wait to tell Twilight. I already know. I mean, I know everything. I just got here to bring you your toothbrush. So this is just a friendly visit, not interfering because I was worried. I wasn't. I knew you could do it. I'm so
Twilight is so stressed.
I love the look that Luna gave gave to Twilight. Kind of a really the same look
Oh,
Starlight's
by the way,
giving her.
There's a field trip you need to make happen and a Timberwolf issue you need to address.
What?
Oh, look, there's the sun. Time for me to turn in.
Night night.
Yay.
Wow, that was a rather interesting particular situation.
It was one of my, it's still one of my
Now,
favorite
in the name
episodes
of
so
when
far.
someone else has a good idea, steal it. I've noticed a few other reactors, including a couple of my friends, have taken on a policy where after they finish the episode, they stop it, they stop their recording, and then they come back after a jump cut, after they watch the episode a second time, and think it over a little bit more, so that way they can put through a more complete analysis. And I'm just gonna give that a shot too, just to see how it works for me.
So this was the first time he
So,
did this?
see you in a few moments. Alright, now I need to start this post-video ramble and point out to one little thing that was kind of a snippet,
Okay.
but to me it's very interesting. When Celestia first enters the dream world,
Yeah.
we see a whole bunch of other dreams just come pitter-pattering through the screen,
Yeah.
coming down around.
Yeah.
And we see this particular image right here.
Yeah, Applejack's
And I notice
parents,
if you look
maybe.
really close, it's not just baby Applejack. It's baby Applejack looks like she's being held by a couple of ponies.
But we now
What
know
makes
that
me
this
think
is
about
not
that,
the parents.
not only is it the closest thing we've gotten to some semblance of what AJ's parents may look like, because that's what I'm going to assume we're dealing here, the question is, who would be having that dream? I mean, I suppose Granny Smith, Big Mac, AJ are all candidates, but I can think of 2 other ponies who could possibly have a dream about baby Applejack. Could this be a sign of things yet to come?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to get too deep into it because I might tear up
I'm
and
going to see his
act like a
reaction
crazy
for
fuck.
Perfect Pair after this. Because
let's get
it's going to
into
be
the
like,
actual
oh,
plot of the
that was
episode
why.
now, since I've wasted enough time talking about this one image.
But it was an interesting image, so I understand
I
why
need to
you did
apologize, first of all, for my reaction, because after Starlight snapped and just switched their cutie marks, I just, as you probably saw, I just laughed my ass off for like the next minute or two, just flat out, not saying anything, not doing anything other than just laughing. And it's because of the just outright top of the line balls.
Yeah.
Well, she's female. Ovum. Let's go with ovum.
Oh.
The just the guts.
Yeah.
Of Starlight to just, you know what? Fuck it. I'm changing your cutie marks. You guys got to deal with each other's problems and get to understand what the other the other pony has to deal with every day.
Yes.
You know, I guess it makes sense to that extent because I kind of saw the idea of the switching places thing coming, but
yeah,
at the same time, Celestia's magic doesn't work in the dream world, so they had to.
Yeah.
They had to figure out some mechanic to make that happen. So Starlight comes along and just, all right, you guys are switching jobs for the day. It was brilliant. It was wonderful, and just really amazingly executed. I absolutely loved it. It was fucking awesome and amazing in so many different ways. That was so great.
Points. I excuse him for swearing.
And one of the other things I noticed, you know, the idea of Starlight being called by the map.
Yeah.
Does that make her officially an element of harmony? And if so, what is she? I mean, I guess maybe redemption or forgiveness, something along that line, because that's what she's been doing. That's what she's done since going from villain to hero. Something along that line could definitely possibly fit for Starlight. And you know, she doesn't have a throne though, so it's hard to say if she's officially an element, but at the same time the map is calling her, so she's definitely element adjacent or something like that.
Of magic,
the implications here are kind of interesting. They seem to be promoting an interesting possibility at the very least. Now, I'll be honest, a lot lately I've been kind of out of it on the episodes because I don't know, ever since that streak of really good episodes in episode 5, I've been kind of not connecting with the episodes quite as well. I have to say this one is a definite exception. Okay. This one grabbed a hold of me tight and didn't let go until the end. They just had so much shit going on, so much amazing stuff, and so many implications for future events. This one is probably one of the best episodes. This is the best episode of the season. I'm going to give it a 10.
Oh no, you can't say that the season is not done yet.
Great episode, amazing. Everything in it was just fabulous in my opinion. And one of the important things is that with Celestia and Luna, they didn't really understand the intricacies of the other's job, the other's goals, and what they had to do. Luna doesn't just make ponies have nice dreams, as Celestia said.
No.
She frequently has to deal with ponies' greatest fears, inner turmoils, angers, resentments. They have to deal with some of the worst things that every person or pony in their day-to-day life have to face.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Celestia, she doesn't just have to be smile and be adored. She has to be, like, you know, politically correct all the time to accomplish that, which can be one hell of a pain in the ass, as I'm sure all of you are aware. And you know, Luna got a full flash of that. You know, she stopped smiling for 2 seconds and, you know, ruined some Phillies and Colts field trip, which You know, it sucks, but just, you know, because you just weren't on cue for a few seconds, it completely fucked everything up for some kids,
Oh,
which, you know, is not never a good thing to do. You never want that hanging over your head.
no, that's true.
So she got a much greater appreciation for her sister, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I would say Daybreaker has some interesting implications as far as I don't think this will be the last absolute time that we see her.
No, I hope not.
I'm
as
guessing
well.
they'll find some way in the
But,
either in some Pony else's dreams or fears. They'll at least bring her up and have some screenshots of her here and there. Other than that, could it be even an implication for a future villain? Is it possible
It could have been
that something will happen with Celestia,
nice
and she will lose it and become Daybreaker in reality?
I actually
It's
think
a
that
really interesting situation going forward, individuals. As I said earlier, it's been a while since a show really grabbed me and made me think and got me into it. But this one definitely did, not just because of what it does in this episode, but what it could mean going forward.
Yeah.
I mean, from the Applejack parent image, which I'm going to assume that's Applejack's parents. You know, Daybreaker.
Well, we found out that it's not her
which,
parents,
you know, that would be another
yeah.
interesting possible
I'm
villain.
actually thinking like it's the oranges that took her in.
What it means for the elements of harmony, being that Starlight Glimmer seems to be an element to some extent. There, in the fact, no, I didn't even realize this until now. But if the map can call Starlight and she isn't an element of harmony, who else could it call? Could it call Trixie? Could it call Discord? Could it call
I think it
Big
can
Mac
call
or
it
the
wants.
CMC at some point? At that point, now that we've seen that it can call non-members of these main six, non-members of the elements of harmony, could it call basically anyone? Mayor at some point, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Again, who knows? It's a whole new world. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there.
Okay.
I've already rambled way more than I would have liked, so we'll call it at that.
That's okay.
Great episode. I'm giving it a perfect 10.
Oh.
Please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe.
I will.
But above all else, as always, of course, please have a nice day.
Oh. Well, that was nice. I'm going to stop it here at this. Sorry for switching to the next. I really like his reaction. I think it was fine. I don't mind him laughing at the fact that they switched cutie marks and stuff like that, because I had like this reaction too. I was almost screaming in my microphone of being like, yes, this is just amazing. And of course the Daybreaker and everything, hearing her name, I was just like, oh no, my name is Daylover. So of course there's going to be, you know, spoofs with that. Something I actually think is interesting is that like my OC had not always been a Alicorn, and there was a point in time where my wings were actually on fire, and this was long before Daybreaker and everything else with all of this. And also I had like this castle with fire shooting up and stuff like that, and I was just like, okay, it's it's fine that it's in the episode, but I was just like, with the start, you know, the map calling Starlight, I was actually calling that because I said in an early episode that the map is going to be able to call whatever it wants, or I had a theory about it, and I was so pleasantly surprised with this. Also got the notion from Applegeek that actually also was like that, the map can call whatever it wants. But I really was enjoying myself. I think like he was very good at reaction. I really like his room, especially this in the background that says study with Twilight here, because that is from Fallout Equestria. So I really like that. And of course the Applejack, yay. It's actually, I think it's almost the same as mine, because mine was actually wearing a hat. But I think I told you guys the story about why it doesn't have the hat. but there's a lot of plushies down here. And the cutie marks from the CMC, I also like that, and some sort of axe. I also really like weapons, so at one point maybe I would like to see this up close, if that is possible, if that's something you are willing to do. I would really like to see this up close. But of course I'm going to subscribe and like and share this. And oh, this is his pony, brown pony with black hair, and I think it's very nice. It's simple, but yeah, you know, nice. So I'm also going to tweet it. Also think I'm going to Bell actually, because I want to see more, and I'm going to see his reaction for Perfect Pair afterwards. So yeah, I saw that he did that as well. Right. Oh, and this is Cabron, yeah. But yeah, as I said, I really feel like he needs more subscribers, more watchers, more likes. What more can I say? Like, I want you to go and have a nice time. I know that he had some places where he was not reacting that much or saying that much, but I think like it's like almost the other reactors. The only ones that I will say is a little bit better is maybe, yeah, Caprion down here and Applegeek. And yeah, I don't know. In the top of my head, I can't like think about anyone, but I really do feel like he has potential for doing stuff like this. So I will see his reaction to the Perfect Pair episode. But that was actually all for today. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones, and go and subscribe. Yeah, okay, that's all. Yeah, bye.